What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video. Today I have a very important video about NBA 2K20. We're going to be talking about the new badges, the new changes and additions to the game, and most importantly, the new park rep system. So let's get into it.
Life get crazy when the lights off. Shorty call my phone, get the night long. Late on the road, the lights on. Too much time on the road, I can stay long. Don't fuck any stars, I can chase one. And she always wanna fight, so I face one. What the fuck would you always...
The first thing that I want to talk about in this video is the park rep system. Now, I think this is the most important thing that we've got news on in the recent days. And as you could tell by this tweet on your screen, you know, reading it at first glance, it doesn't really seem like anything about a park rep system. But quick shout out to Peter MC. The Peter MC is almost at 200K subscribers, and he made a video on this. You know, he really brought it to my attention, and I wanted to talk about this more. So if you look at this tweet, Brother Jones said, at LD2K, was there a reason you guys didn't mention that badges could be upgraded in park? Not talking about neighborhood badges. And LD said, yup. So if you can't grind badges in park, which it kind of seems like from this tweet, you know, grinding badges, whenever you shot a limitless 3, for example, you got some points, some my points that went to your attribute cap breaker, which helped your progress in road to 99. So if we can't get my points or whatever toward the 99 progress in park, then there's got to be something else we're grinding for, and I'm guessing it's going to be a rep system, which everyone wants. You know, it makes sense that we'd have a rep system. I hope we do. But it looks like badge grinding is just going to be for MyCareer, judged off this tweet. And also, they did announce that there are going to be park badges in the game, I'm pretty sure. So you can get park badges in the park, but not real badges. So I'm assuming we're going to have to do that in MyCareer or maybe a training facility. But things are looking really good already, as it looks like we have a rep system back in NBA 2K20. I am going to get into a lot of the new badges, but first I want to talk about the shot meter. So Mike Wang has been making a lot of tweets recently about the shot meter. I have so many screenshots ready. I have 4 on the shot meter alone. And so this one is one of the most important ones, one of the most intriguing ones. He said, I'm working on making the shot meter off option into a pro gamer setting. High risk, high reward. If you can hit the excellent window, huge shot percent boost. But if you're a couple frames off, you'll most likely miss. Now this is very interesting because it seems like this is going to be for the more competitive players, and I can already see it. You know, the top stage players, the top competitive players are going to have to play without a shot meter, because apparently you get a huge shot percentage boost for getting an excellent window, which is a green. But if you're off by a couple frames, you'll most likely miss. So I was talking to some people like Power. Power said that even though this is in the game, he's not going to be using it, even though I feel like a lot of people will. But he said he's not going to be using it. Maybe that'll change, but so I really don't know, because it seems like if you want that shot percent boost, you're gonna have to turn your meter off. But again, I don't know how difficult it'll be to shoot without the shot meter, so we're gonna have to see how that ends up being. But it seems like one of those things that people are gonna have to adapt to. You know, every year there's new things in the game, and this seems like one of the things that a lot of players might have to adapt to if they want to take their game to the next level. Okay, so next up with the shot meter topic, Augustine, I don't know how to say that, Stanislaus Jr. said, if I turn my shot meter off, will they be able to see my timing? And Mike Wang said, no, they'll only see greens. Comp players may want to consider going this route too. So again, you know, off my last comment about the comp players and having to adapt, Mike Wang is also kind of agreeing, saying comp players may want to turn their shot meter off because of the shot percent boost. But he said they'll only see greens, and this is another topic that I'm not too sure on. But I'm pretty sure that next year everyone will be able to see your percent, like whatever your release is. Everyone on the court is going to see your release timing, or in this case, Mike Wang says that they'll only see greens without the shot meter. The next tweet comes in from It's Just CC. He says, at Baluba, is the shot meter changeable hand/feet? Mike Wang says, yes, you can choose whether it's by hands, at your feet, or off. The feet meter fills all the way left to right, similar to 2K17, and the by hands meter is a little smaller than last year. You can also select your green release effect, quick flash, water splash, or paint splat. So, you know, nothing new with the feet and hands meter, but what's kind of interesting is the green release effect. You can now have quick flash, water splash, or paint splat apparently, and this is, you know, nothing game breaking like the game. I'm sure would be fine without it, but this is just something kind of cool addition to the game. So the last tweet about the shot meter timing, We're gonna get into this one. Mike Wang said, quick note about shot timing in NBA 2K20. Penalties for poor timing get stricter the further you are from the hoop. Yes, layup timing is in the game, but poor timing in close doesn't hurt you too bad. But bad timing on threes will lead to a lot of bricking. And then Chillionaire says, was this not said last year? Basically already in 19. And Mike Wang said, no, it never worked this way. Layups had one set of bonuses and penalties, and shots had their set. It was never a sliding scale based on distance. Probably should have been though. So this is actually really good news. You know, this year in 2K19, if you shot a shot, there was basically like a blanket statement, lightly contest, heavily contest, or whatever. But in 2K20, you're gonna be able to see the contest percentage. So there's gonna be a different range of, you know, whether your shot goes in or not. And he said that there's gonna be a sliding scale based on distance. So I kind of like this. This is good for the mechanics of the game. You know, it's just going to make the game a lot smoother, a lot better. Okay, so there's so much badge news that I literally don't know where to start. But we're going to start off with one of my favorite badges, Limitless Range. So on August 5th, which is one of the first days that Mike Wang started leaking this news, he said, this would probably take all day to delve into, but yeah, most of NBA 2K19's badges are returning, but many of them were reworked to either be more balanced or more useful for different build types. Example, Limitless was changed to range extended to boost threes, but also deep twos. So Limitless will not be in NBA 2K20, which, you know, it's kind of sad because Limitless was a lot of people's favorite badge, but, you know, range extender is going to be coming in, and we don't know if range extender is going to have the same capabilities as Limitless as far as the threes go, but I like the idea of having a badge for deep twos, you know, not only just deep threes, which we had Limitless. Now we have a badge that actually covers deep twos, because as you guys know, you know, taking mid-range shots is honestly kind of risky because there's not a lot of badges that help you with those. But, you know, taking deep threes, you got Limitless and you got all these other badges that help you with those. So now we have some help in the mid-range game. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about one of the most controversial badges and one of the most controversial news that we've gotten over the past couple days, which is the tweet about the volume shooter badge. So if you guys don't know, you know, back in, I believe, 2K16, you could get it. Volume shooter was literally the only negative badge in 2K history. And when people got this badge, you know, people were like deleting their players. That's how bad it was, because volume shooter is a badge where if you get it, if you're hot, you're hot. You know, you stay hot, but if you're cold, like you're cold. Like if you're missing shots, then it's really hard to get out of this slump. But Mike Wang here says volume shooter is also back, but with better logic. Boost your rating if you can maintain your field goal attempts per minute. So he also said that volume shooter is going to be a positive badge this year, which is really good news because a lot of people were freaking out and they were thinking volume shooter's back, you know, you miss a couple shots and you're going to be cold for like the whole game. But apparently, you know, there's no slumps with volume shooter. Volume shooter is only going to be positive. So it's only going to give you, you know, streaky hot streaks. And it's honestly, I like this badge. I like it because it's positive and it's not negative. So this is a good thing for 2K20. Okay, so the next badge news is from Javon Cooper. He said, will there be more rebounding badges and or animations in 2K20? And, you know, off this tweet, a lot of centers have been begging for like the brick wall animations to come back from 2K17 and, you know, 2K16, where a player would literally run into the screen and fall on the floor. Those animations, I don't know, big men love those animations for some reason. But Mike Wang said there are always new animations added. A few rebounding badges. Rebound Chaser helps chase down long rebounds. Worm helps get around box outs. Box makes it tougher for worms. So already it seems like big men are going to be getting boosts. They're going to be getting, They're going to be getting buffed this year with all these new badges. But I mean, a lot of builds are getting badges, but you know, Worm is a badge that we haven't seen that breaks box outs, box, rebound chaser. You know, there's a lot of new badges and a lot of things are looking good for rebounders this year. Okay, so next up we have some news on a dribbling badge. Solitude tweeted, Appaluba, how will stamina affect playmakers this year? I understand some players just spam one move, but the advanced skill dribblers cannot show off their moves because the stamina bar is blinking after 3 moves. And so what he's talking about is like this year you could have like 3 Gatorade boosts and still run out of stamina. Like it's literally insane, and it's kind of unfair if we have to pay like 1,000 VC per park game, whatever it is, just to get Gatorade, just to be able to dribble in a game. But Mike Wang says handles for days badge allows you to pull off a lot more dribble combos before getting fatigued. So I like this. I hope it is for mainly playmakers, because a lot of big men were, you know, dribbling the same amount as, you know, playmakers this year, and they weren't getting fatigued. Like, playmakers and big men were getting fatigued the same amount, and so I hope this badge really separates it and allows playmakers to continue dribbling, and, you know, big men can't get this badge, so big men are going to get fatigued this year, it looks like. So next up is more news for dribblers, as Twain Mitchell said, will we see a step back badge this year? Mike Wang says Anklebreaker is still the main badge for more effective step back dribble moves. New badge called Space Creator for more effective step back jumpers. And I really like the idea of this, because honestly, I'm a playmaker. I like, you know, the more badges we get, the better. So Space Creator seems good. It's gonna make step back jumpers even more effective. And honestly, step back jumpers are very effective. So I don't really know if we need more of a boost on this, but I'll take it. Space Creator, it seems like it's going to be an OP badge, honestly. So it's going to be a badge that a lot of people are going to want if they're going to be a good playmaker. Okay, so now we have some news for lockdowns and defensive builds. So Brandon said Appalooba, is defensive stopper still in 2K20, or is it split up like 2K16 when it was perimeter lockdown defender and post lockdown defender? Mike Wang says there are a lot of new defensive badges. Clamps for perimeter locks and post move lockdown for paint defenders, to name a couple. So already we're seeing some new badges for lockdowns, you know, clamps, and then post move lockdown. You know, we definitely should have had post move lockdown this year, as post scorers were literally going crazy all year long and they were really unstoppable. But the clip is really hard to find, but there was a live stream with Ronnie2K where he was talking about some of the builds, and he was talking about lockdowns, and he said, like, I'm not even lying, he said that lockdowns were pretty much like useless this year, and we need to give them a reason to be useful in 2K20. So I'm pretty sure, like, he was talking about buffing lockdowns, and this year lockdowns were literally OP. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you could run 3 lockdowns in the park and literally be fine. And so it seems already that lockdowns are going to be better defensively, which is a little insane. So I hope they nerf them offensively, because offensively, like, they were knocking down open shots. They were hitting, you know, shots that I don't think pure lockdown builds should be hitting. So in 2K20, hopefully they get nerfed offensively. You know, I hope they get nerfed also defensively, but a buff, I mean, as long as they're getting nerfed offensively, I'm fine with it. Okay, so this video is starting to get pretty long. I'm going to take less time talking about each of the badges, as I've pretty much talked about the badges that I want to in depth. So, but if you guys made it to this point of the video, go in the comments and type the word Ronnie in the comments, and this will let me know that you're a true supporter and you actually made it this far. But yeah, let's get into this badge from Clapped No Rust Slander. He said, Appalooba, is this needle threader all passing badges into one, or is there still a dimer and flashy passer separately? Mike Wang said dimer and flashy passer are separate and still in the game. So that's just some news on the passing badges. Needle threader is a new badge, and I'm expecting a couple more new badges for passers. Okay, so next up, a tweet from Raf CRD said, Appalooba, is Fade Ace badge back? Mike Wang said, we have a deep fades badge that helps you hit post fades from further out. So, you know, I like the addition of new badges, but post scores are already OP, and giving them a deep fades badge will just make it worse. So hopefully post scores are nerfed and this isn't going the direction that I expected to, because honestly, we don't need another year where post scorers are going crazy all year long. Okay, so next up, we have a tweet from Mike Wang. He said, slippery off-ball badge gives you more success with the new off-ball juke moves and get open stuff I blogged about. Also helps you get free from defenders who try to jam you up. At Jers the Curse, who I assume is a developer, did a fantastic job on the off-ball upgrades. So if you guys haven't heard, there's going to be off-ball upgrades this year. There's off-ball jukes and different moves you can do off the ball, so this is good for sharps and off-the-ball players. And slippery off-ball is just going to be another badge for off-ball players, and which is pretty interesting. Honestly, we're going to have to see how this plays out, and I believe this is the first off-ball badge that has been in a 2K, so this is pretty exciting. Next up, we have a tweet from Gecko. He said, Appalooba, even though volume shooter is a positive only, are we still going to have microwave? And if you guys don't know, microwave was a badge to help you get takeover quicker. Mike Wang said microwave was redesigned and changed to hot start. If you have this badge and can knock down your first jumper, you get a boost to your shot ratings for a period of time. The more shots you can knock down without missing, the longer you keep your boost. And so I like this badge, hot start. I believe it was in a 2K previously, but this is how I think the takeover system should have been, you know. Takeover, you have to keep shooting and shooting and shooting till you get takeover. I feel like takeover you should, you know, as you shoot and make more shots, you should have a better rating like Hot Start. So I think Hot Start is a good addition to the game. All right, so something minor that I guess big men can look forward to is here, this tweet from Simply Neo. He said, Appaluba, one question and one question only. Is Chase Down Artist coming back this year? Mike Wang said yes. So I just wanted to add this into the video because it is a badge that will be returning. Chase Down Artist is back in the game. Okay, so this is the last badge that I'm going to be talking about. And this tweet says, Appaluba, are mid-range Deadeye and deep-range Deadeye combined now, or are they the same? Mike Wang said they were combined into a single Deadeye badge, pretty much same function as last year. Reduces defensive impact on late closeouts, but now it works from any range. So this is kind of minor. But the Deadeye badges will be returning, but this year it is only going to be one badge. The last thing that I want to talk about is a new tweet from NBA 2K Twitter. I don't have the tweet directly in front of me, but it says something like WNBA is officially in 2K, so I just wanted to address that. WNBA is going to be in 2K, so I guess they're going to be adding the WNBA teams. Also, for the MyPark or whatever it is, the neighborhood, they will be having girl players. I do believe, that's not confirmed, but that's just my suspicion that we'd be able to make girl players this year, which is kind of interesting. We've never had a game or a 2K game with girl players, so I mean, that's going to be up to you. If you want to make a girl player, that's you. I personally probably will not have a girl player, but that's for another video. All right, so that's all the 2K news for now. I'm probably gonna have to make a couple more videos like this in the future, and be on the lookout for some demo videos. If you guys don't have notifications on, make sure to turn those on. But if you guys enjoyed the video, if it was helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Y'all niggas hate on me, hate on me. I'm getting money, what the fuck can you say to me? Y'all bitches cry for me, cry for me, cry for me. If you my nigga, then you ride for me, ride for me. Yeah, you a treat, but you a dog to me, dog to me. Baby, you see me, get no love from me, love from me. I keep a hoodie, cause it's cold to me, cold to me. So when y'all see me, y'all gon' know.